And there it is. We're gonna do the last video of the day. It's been a crazy couple hours. I had to do that pod twice. I put out the model categories, the model results, contest selection, initial pricing thoughts. I'm a busy mother father. So anyways, I don't know. It's kind of nice to have a life again. So let's see. This might be the most important video I make. It's gonna come off very teachy and maybe a little preachy, but hopefully not too much. I just really want to reiterate what I want the goal to be. You know, I've you know, I don't want to be a tout. So I don't ever want to make promises. So I'm going to keep it very real with you. So for all of you that don't know, me and JohnGaltJD, he's a member of the Discord, but he's also one of, you know, I think he's ranked like 70th in the world at PGA DFS, but you know, those rankings are so flawed. I promise you he's a top 50 player in the world. The dude knows as much about PGA DFS as I do. He had 4 tickets into the Fantasy Golf World Championship, just barely missed it. So we thought it would be fun last week. I hope you watched the video where we did the Saber Sim and how to do lineup generators, but we did so much more than that, right? We did balancing exposure, making a condensed player pool. I mean, there was a lot of stuff in that you should check out if you haven't. And so this is the results, right? So the first thing you want to remember is John and I went all in on the whole wave stack, and it worked out fucking tremendous. We picked up a shot and a quarter the first day, and then another quarter shot the second day. So we picked up 1.5 shots across both rounds, which is ginormous. Absolutely ginormous. I mean, just all you had to do was go look at the leaderboard heading into Saturday, and I think legit 6 of the top 7 golfers were all from our wave. So it's not just about like you have... you know, everybody's going to get 1.5 extra birdies, or however you want to look at it, right? So you really need to look at it is the guys that are with their A game are going to really tear up the course, and the guys with their fucking shit game are still going to be able to drag across the finish line and make the cut, right? Somebody like a Peter Malnati or somebody like that. And so we had so much stuff go right. We had the weather draw go our way. We ended up getting about 20%, actually exactly 20% in the $5, and I believe 18% in the $20 were 6 of 6, which the 6 of 6 rate was anywhere from about 6 to 8% last week. So we were somewhere, 2.5 to 3x the field on 6 of 6s, which we all know you have to have 6 of 6s to win a major GPP. If you don't have a 6 of 6, you're not going to win a big GPP, right? So to have that kind of leverage is great. That's called bullets in the chamber, right? You got to have a lot of bullets heading into the weekend and then hope you get just the right 6 to keep cooking all weekend. Furthermore, we had the winner, this Tony Finau guy that nobody seemed to want to play. He was definitely the lowest owned of all the high-end guys. I think he only came in at 16%. We were right at 43% Tony Finau, right? So that's more than 2.5 times leverage, getting near 3 times leverage on the winner. Another fucking amazing thing, right? So you think, man, these guys must have made all the money. They played the wave split, and they had a bunch of 6 of 6s, and they had the winners. Wait, that's my slapdick guy talking. None of you guys in the Discord are slapdick, so you're probably thinking, man, you guys probably killed it. Well, you are right, and you're wrong. So I think you got to understand that what we're playing in is this tournament right here, right? We played, this is the $20. I hope you can see it. $250,000 to first, so that's 25%. $100,000 to second, so that's another 10%. So just in the first 2 places, out of 59,000 entrants, 35% of all the money goes to 2 people. So right there. I mean, honestly, anything outside of the top 5 almost has to feel like a loss, right? And even if you get 5th place, you just finished in the 99.99 percentile, and you only got what? 1,000 extra money. That's crazy. That is crazy. So you had to finish, what is that, 1 in 10,000 to get 1,000 times the money. That's not good odds, brother. So these tournaments right here, you're not playing them to try to turn a profit every week. You will legit lose if you're really good and really lucky. You will lose 80% of the time you max enter these things, right? And I'm really glad this week worked out well for JohnGaltJD and I, because we're 2 smart dudes who played the wave edge right, who had the winner, who were leveraged on every one of our plays, and we still didn't even turn a profit, right? Isn't that crazy? But I would make the argument that we essentially broke even. We were down about $500 for the week. $400 for the week, right? To max this is $3,000. To max the $5 was another $37.50. So to be in for $37.50, we got roughly $33.50 back. So with two smart dudes playing a game, playing it right, hitting everything, we still lost. I just wanted you to understand how fucking hard it is to win at PGA DFS. You can do so many things right. And really, the only reason that we didn't win is just two simple answers. One, the donkey chalk went crazy this week, right? Donkey chalk has been blown up. For all of you that are overreacting to 1 week of donkey chalk getting there, pump your fucking brakes. The donkey chalk has been sucking legit like 6 weeks in a row. Like, it's been great. So the fact that Stallings and Kirk and Pendrith all hit this week, well, yeah, that sucks. But I'm just glad they all got it out of their fucking system. Hopefully now we got another 6 weeks of all the donkey chalk fucking off. So the real answer should have been that we should have just ate the Pendrith chalk. We should have ate the Scott Stallings chalk, and who knows what might have happened, right? I still don't think we would have had enough guys to have the nuts play, but we probably would have had more chances, right? Because when somebody, like Pendrith especially, scoring that many points and being in so many people's lineups, it basically canceled out all of our win equity that we had with Finau, right? It just killed the upsides of those because we didn't have anybody else in that range that was competing with him. And don't get it twisted. It's not like we pivoted off of Pendrith and played fucking slapdicks. We made some really good pivots. Who else was in that range? Henley, Siwoo Kim. There's others. I don't fucking remember everybody in the $7,900 range last week. But the point is we played basically everybody from that AM/PM wave that wasn't Pendrith and Stallings in that range. And a lot of them did great. Hubbard didn't, but a lot of the other ones did. So we made some pivots and the pivot didn't pay off in that week. But like, you do pivots thinking of the long term, not of the short term. If I make the proper pivot in the long run, it will pay off for me more than it hurts me. So here's a quick breakdown. And the 750, you can see we had, I think it was 72 of the lineups cashed. And so we won, what was that? Almost $100. Got our 750 back and won about $100, right? And you can see a lot of lineups up there. That's what happens when you have 80% Cantlay, 43% Finau, and a lot of 6s. You're going to get a lot of lineups to cash, right? Over in the $20, you can see $3,000, and we got $2,500 back essentially, right? 68 of them cashed in the $20. Just a little bad random variance. We just randomly took half of them and put them in the 5, and randomly took half and put them in the 20. All we needed was just like, who was it? There was Hubbard and somebody else just barely missed the cut, and it would have got us, I'm talking like 40 more 6s. But what are you going to do, right? That's how it works. And so total, we were down 500 here, basically up 100 on the other. So we're down about 400 total. Okay. And this is with doing everything right. We did everything right. And we're pretty smart dudes. Here was our best lineup from the $5, which I guess this is an old picture, but it ended up being, it finished right about this. It finished top 200, right? Or right at 200, I think. We'll see in a second. That was our best lineup on the $5. You can see it finished 211th. And then this was our best lineup in the $20. You can see it finished 156th or right around there. I guess I pulled those pictures a little early. No, finished 191st. So a couple takeaways is to finish in the 99 percentile, you need to be in the top 600. And you can see we had 3 lineups in the top 600 here, and we had 3 lineups in the top 600 here. When you do 150 lineups, you should expect 1.5 of them to be in the 99 percentile, and we had 3 in here and 3 in here. So we doubled the 99 percentile placements, right? But even when you get to the 99 percentile, it doesn't do shit for your money. What is that, 7 or 8x? That ain't nothing, right? That's the problem with these big GPPs, is even when you get in the 99 percentile, we had 3 lineups in each tournament that got into the 99th percentile, and we still were down for the week. This is why I hate these big old lotteries. You almost got to play 150 in this every week for multiple years to expect to maybe get a top 5. Which sucks, because I think me and Osimo talked about that on the first pod, about how much you have to play just to get one top 5 in these, percentage-wise. I think he said it was 12% in a given year. So it'd take you about 4 or 5 years to even 50-50 to expect to get one lineup in the top 50 of one of these 60,000 person tournaments. That's just insane. So that's our results, right? That's me and JohnGaltJD put a lot of time into that, finished a little bit down. But honestly, if you want to know the truth, that's kind of a win, because we got back, what is that, about 87% of our money, We had a good sweat. We got to build. We got to teach. And more than anything, like I guess this is where I want this little PSA to go. Is I gotta be strong about this. I feel like a lot of you guys see the big screenshots. JohnGaltJD posted an MMA one for like $57,000 Saturday night. I was at the top of a lot of leaderboards on Sunday Showdown. And you think, oh my God, these guys must win so much money. Well, I mean, yeah, I've had some nice hits this year, and obviously John has too. But like, to think that like we're just printing money. I mean, just listen to the podcast with Awesemo today. Like, there's legit less than 100 people in the entire world that are profiting off of this just year over year over year over year. Like, they're just printing money like you think. It is a super, super rare club. Right. Even this year, I'm up. I've been very honest about being up in 2022, but I haven't had a single $25,000 hit yet this year. And usually that's my bread and butter. And how I pay the bills is I break even, win a little bit, break even, win a little bit, and then spike a couple monsters. I haven't spiked a single monster this year. That's just variance. That happens. My process is better than it's ever been. I break even or win more weeks than I ever have. I just haven't had that perfect one. And even this week, me and John, we had a good enough player pool to spike the nuts, right? Like, I mean, we had really good plays all up at the top. We just didn't have them in the right order. So when you're trying to win a GPP, not only do you have to nail like a weather edge, not only do you have to have a good type player pool, but then you have to worry about donkey chalk getting there. Then you have to worry about, did you have your perfect 6 guys from your player pool all in the perfect lineup to win? And there's just all these luck variables that you can never take into account, right? And so for you to think that you can just overcome this with skill or knowledge or effort or models, it's just not going to happen. All I really want you to do, and you've got to make this your goal, please. And maybe I'll lose some people off the Discord for this, but I need to be honest, because this needs to be my clear goal going forward. It needs to be my mission statement. You can tell I used to work in public schools. My mission statement is this. I want your goal to be to break even at DFS golf. Hopefully, as much time as you spend eating up this content, making models, looking at data, looking at ownership, making your lineup, selecting contests, all that stuff, hopefully that's not a chore to you, right? If that feels like a chore, then like, don't do this. Like, if this is not fun, don't do this. I love breaking down courses. I love looking at statistics. I love making lineups, balancing exposures, sweating out lineups. I love it all. I love every second of it. So if I completely break even at golf, at PGA DFS, if I didn't make a single dollar this year and I broke even, which kind of sucks because this is the first year where this is my sole income, right? All these other years that I've won a lot, I had another job and this was just all cherries on the top. The first year that I really needed to pay my bills is the first year that I'm not just fucking printing money, right? And that's the way it goes, right? So my goal for you would be to just break even. And if you're breaking even, doing something you love, and you're getting thousands of hours of entertainment a year out of it, what a fucking gift. That's got to be your goal. And then if you're doing everything right, and you've gotten really good at the process, and you understand that this is a game and not about picks, and do all these little things, and you got a little shamrock shoved up your ass, every once in a while you might just go spike a motherfather GPP or a couple of them in a row, right? But you can anybody can do it, but when you got a good process, you can do it multiple times. Problem is everybody looks at everything in the short term and just says, I've lost the last 5 weeks. I lose 5 weeks in a row all the fucking time, right? That is no big deal. And just think about it. If you lose 80% of weeks you play, that means literally you're losing 4 weeks in a row and then winning 1 week, or losing 8 weeks in a row and winning 2 weeks. And you got to understand it's a long game. And even in that long game, to win 2 out of every 10 weeks playing GPPs still makes you a good player. And it's probably at best going to get you to even. I need you to understand that, right? My goal here is to make you not suck at PGA DFS, to not be free money, right? To be doing things the right way, to give yourself a chance to lose less, and then when you finally do win, to be able to win big and sustainably. But I would never promise you you're going to be a winning player. I would never promise you that, because there's only 100 of them out there, and they're all smart as fuck, and they got computer systems, and they live and breathe this shit. Okay? So please, make your goal at PGA DFS to get better at the process, not worry about if you're winning or losing, but just losing less and getting better at it every time, with the ultimate goal of breaking even and having fun doing it. And I've already seen, you guys see the fucking pictures in the Discord. People are winning real money. It happens. They got a good process, and occasionally the breaks go their way and they win a lot of money. And that's fucking awesome. That's, there's nothing better than doing something you love and then having success at it. That's the best feeling in the world. I love it. They love it. It's awesome. But to promise you that that's going to happen to all of you, I'll never do it. That's the type of shit that tout sites do to sell people, to get them coming back. I am not going to be one of those people that get you to drink the Kool-Aid. I'm going to be honest with you that if you do everything right and do it perfect and get really good at this, you might just break even for a year. Because I'm as good at this shit as you can be. This is all I do is PGA DFS. I know everything about it. And a year like 2022 has taught me that, like, you cannot count on wins. I've had five-figure finishes this year, and I still don't have enough money to live like a super comfortable life like I have for the past 4 years, right? So that just shows you that there's volatility. Fortunately, I've been fortunate enough these past 4 years that I've made enough money that I got enough to live off of, right? Like, there's plenty there. But in a given year, you can just break even or just win a little bit, you know, not $100,000 a year, whatever the fuck you think that the big dogs are winning. And the last thing is you got to quit being glamorized. I know that the tout sites out there are always posting their big screenshots and shit, but just talking to Alex Baker today, who is without question the best DFS player in the world. The only reason he's number 2 this year is because he chose to slow down and not have the shit consume his life. But he's been number 1 for 6 years. So don't tell me he's not the best player in the world. He even acknowledges that, like, there's just nobody, there's just less than 100 people out there. I think it was in the first recording of the pod that fucking got lost to history, that there's just not, he said not even 100 guys out there that are turning a profit year over year at PGA DFS. And I mean, who the fuck would know better than him, right? He even acknowledged he doesn't win year over year at PGA DFS. So there's just massive swings because of the way that the GPPs are constructed, that, like, you're going to take loss and loss and loss and loss, but then he hits just enough big ones to get him back in the black every time. So that is my mission statement to you, man. That has got to be so important, that, like, this is about getting better. This is about enjoying the process and about not being a free fucking money fish. And, you know, hopefully most of you, I pray all of you, get a chance that the cards fall your way every once in a while and you get to hit that big GPP. It's the best feeling in the world. But if you're not hitting it, it's not because you're a fucking moron. It's not because you suck at this game. It's because, A, you might need to work on your process a little bit more. Or if you've already worked on your process for 5 years like I have, you just need to catch a break this year. You had all the right players. You just didn't have them in the right lineup because we can't make 35,000 fucking lineups for every different combination of our player pool, right? So shit, there's always going to be some luck involved. Always going to be some luck. And sometimes you fade Taylor Pendrith, and Taylor Pendrith's God. And you fucking, you know, it hurts your soul a little bit. All right, that was a long-winded video, but I need you guys to understand this. If you feel like I missold you, please send me a DM. I will happily refund you the Discord that I think ran again today, and it'd be no hard feelings. Because if you ever came here thinking, oh, that degenerate 75 guaranteed me I'd win, no, I didn't. And if you feel that way, please DM me, because somehow something got mixed up in the communication, and I want to right that wrong for you. All right, guys, that is the results of me and JohnGaltJD. Go check out that pod. Go check out the model results. Go check out the model categories. All kinds of shit. It's the Wyndham. It's not the greatest field. I was hoping for a better one, but, you know, it's still going to be fun. Great tournaments out there. Let's go kick some ass. I will be back tomorrow, you fucking legends.